Good morning, guys. Give me a minute. Let me get this thing set back up. All right. Now, for those of you who are just now tuning in, I have been out for about a week, roughly, and I'm here to explain what exactly happened. I don't know if you can hear it on here, but like my breathing and stuff is still labored. So my videos, everything like that, are going to be kind of slow over the next like 2 weeks while I heal up. I ended up in the hospital this last like well, ended up in the hospital yesterday, or not yesterday, but the day before. And what ended up happening was I got sick with either bronchitis or something like that. And coming out of it, I ended up having my appendix explode. Now, I personally am thankful to still be here. From where I live at to the nearest hospital and stuff like that is like 35, 40 minutes, something like that. And at the time, I didn't have a vehicle to get myself to town. So I had to get somebody to drive that 40 minutes to come get me. Okay. What ended up happening though is when the appendix exploded, they took me in for emergency surgery. I am sore. Like, oh my God, I am sore. I'm still, like I said, I'm having trouble breathing still. So I am here though. I am doing my best. I am determined to keep things going. Y'all have stuck with me through all of this, and I really cannot stress to you enough how grateful I am for that. So I want to do things a little bit different. Okay. I would like to start a series called Be, For the Masses. Okay. And essentially, what it is I would like to start incorporating y'all into my whole schnig. It's nothing where I'm trying to rip y'all off or anything like that. I just think it would be really cool to have y'all send me ideas, and I'll even in the stories. This isn't going to be like my normal ones where I publish them live or anything like that on Amazon. It's you send me your idea, I will in turn take your idea and I will spin it into one of my stories, and I will give you full credit for it on the video. I have no problems with that. This isn't something that, you know, I would shy away from. The the thing though is that when you sit there and you come that close to death, you know, getting me to the hospital, I kept going in and out of consciousness. And it was really, really kind of cool though. Like when I got there, once the CAT scans, everything like that came back from the doctors, they ended up the docters and the nurse, all of them, they because of the way I kept coming in and out of consciousness, they came back, and like every one of them, I'm talking, they looked worried. And you can always tell, there's some people that have a good poker face, there's some that don't. And they just weren't playing their poker cards right. And my girlfriend, or complication, might I add you, I don't know what the fuck it is. I would like it to be more, personally. Came back after, everything. And she kept telling me, she's like, they're not going to let you have water. They're not going to let you have anything until they find out whether or not you need surgery. And again, I kept coming in and out. That's when I made that video about, the first one where I was in the black shirt or whatever, explaining, hey, I'm in the fucking hospital and all that. And like, I'm not gonna lie to you, it had me scared at that point, because they're mentioning surgery. I don't like being cut on. I've been stabbed twice. It don't feel good. And I don't know if you can. No, it's this one. I don't know if you can see it very well, but I trying to break into my own truck one night. I ended up cutting half my fucking finger off, and like, I don't like knives. I don't like any of that. It hurts. And I'm not a big old titty baby either. I mean, I've got a scar on my knee where, it cut me straight to the bone. And I've got a video of me sitting there playing with it right after it happened, telling my boss to give me some duct tape so I could go back to work. But this one's different, you know. But what I found was really cool about it was, you go that close to death, right? And you're in and out, in and out. When they finally moved me upstairs to the surgery room, I don't. Let me put out this disclaimer real fast. I know I keep squirreling, but like, when you get, all these superstitions and stuff like that, I don't believe in them. I don't believe in the whole like black cat, cracks in the sidewalk. I don't believe in none of that. Okay, but something happened that was just kind of odd. Like, what are the odds on this one? Okay, I started this channel like 3 weeks ago. Okay, a week of that I've been sick. The first week I put out a video, and like, it didn't do very well. Didn't do very well at all. I think it got like 20 views or something like that. And I started to give up. But then I got to thinking about it. And I was like, you know what? I don't have anything else to do at the moment. So let's just jump back in and do it one more time, right? And I have accomplished getting 40 of y'all to subscribe. And we're talking a 3 week old channel. I've got 11,000 total views. And I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but you're talking 11,000 views, 300 likes, like 40 subs, 42 shares, like 84 fucking comments. And what really inspired me at the end of that first week was the fact that y'all just kept coming back. And everything was positive. There wasn't the slightest little bit of, hate mail or anything like that. And I appreciate that more than you know. For somebody that beats themselves up day in, day out, and considers themselves a failure, to have something like this happen, and then end up getting sick. I felt like shit last week, and I didn't want to make any videos or anything like that where I was blowing snot all over everything. Yeah, I'm pretty sure y'all didn't want to see that. And then the one day that I'm supposed to come back and I'm supposed to make the videos, appendix blows up. I felt horrible about that. But the sign that I got, and like I said, it's weird. I go in and out, right? In and out. They moved me upstairs to room 2026. Okay. And again, I'm not a very superstitious person, but I have gone through 7.5 years of in and out of homelessness. I have had drug problems. I've pretty much destroyed my life for the most part. And I understand that, sitting here making these videos, I'm not looking for compensation for these. And it will be hell or high water before I start the monetization process on YouTube. I kind of feel personally that, to jump straight in, at 1,000 subs and monetize, I don't want to do that to y'all. Now, I get closer to, say, I don't know, 250, 300,000. That's one thing. You know what I mean? But until we get there, I would like to keep all of my videos, my stories, everything like that free of use. You know what I mean? Like, I will be starting Patreon though, right around 1,000. Okay. And that's literally just so that I can supply a Christmas to my little boys and my other kids. I made him a promise when I first started this, that I would do something for him. And I tell you, laying there on that bed, going in and out, it broke me because I wasn't sure if I was going to come out the other end of it. And for somebody that spent 7 out of 10 years of his life, you know, unable to provide anything, that shit broke me in ways that, you know, a person really can't describe. It's not that I don't want to go to work or anything like that. It's at one point I was out like oil field and stuff like that. In my little town, there's not any job offers for something like that. Not having a vehicle, I can't go back on the road. On top of that, I've had 7 heat strokes, and I can't handle the heat like I used to. So even if I were to get back out there, I can't move like I could when I was in my 20s, and that's really got me fucked up. Because I can't. I'm stuck in a position where I can't really do anything outside of this, and to have y'all sit there and support me through it, it really means a lot. Like a lot more than y'all realize. And with that said, man, I appreciate everything that y'all have done. And I will be getting chapters 5 and 6 of Saint Samuel out today. And tomorrow I'm going to shoot for 8, 9, and 10. Now I can't make any promises on that one because, like I said, I'm having trouble breathing, and like I don't know if y'all can see the sweat and stuff dripping off of me right now. I'm still running fever and everything, and like I'm doing my best, but I just wanted to put this out there and let y'all know just how grateful I am. One, to be alive, but two, to have y'all support and stick by me. All right, love you guys.